Welcome to Cleveland, where NBA basketball is once again alive and well. The Cavs have won 7 of 9, and tonight at Gund Arena, they host the LA Lakers. Why is it alive and well? The rookie Lebron James continues his brilliant first season in the NBA. Rick Fox, of course, another member of the injured Lakers. Perfect pass and an easy two for O'Neal.
Rick Fox, a late-minute starting lineup switch here. The experience of year
13. They had a 9-game road losing streak. Payton flips it up beautifully.
They were able to win by 1 at Toronto, then get pounded by Indiana.
And Carlos Boozer, who has been on a tear to the point where Payton. And Gary Payton knocks it down. Payton with his second field goal.
Every progress and a positive future in his vision.
Nice shot from James, who's being defended by Gary Payton early on. And James off the turnover. And James gets the crowd on its feet. Silas calls the quick timeout and makes the All-Star team. Another turnover.
He should have made it. That was a travesty.
James right at Gary Payton. And he is, to start this season, you knew the crowd was going to be better with James, as Payton with a pretty move inside. But they are really,
the second best road draw in the entire NBA. LeBron James is on fire.
James, after missing his first shot, has hit his next 4, and the Cavs have tied it up again.
If you're the Lakers, come right back to Shaq. He's been handling it. He's been laying down dimes.
And a foul on Jeff McInnes. A little over-aggressive on his ball tonight. James guarding Payton at the other end as well. That's going to be a tough matchup for James to keep a handle on Payton at that end.
Payton's such a good scoring threat.
O'Neal.
So difficult to stop once he gets that deep.
This away. And James down a 3. LeBron James with 11 points already. Payton goes backdoor on James.
I do not like the fact that you have to vote by position. Payton is just torching LeBron James.
Changes his mind.
I asked him about that. He's already changed his mind.
Good.
He realizes he made a mistake in saying that. The disappointment, the frustration. Beautiful ball movement by the Lakers. See into foul trouble here.
You see the sleeve on Shaq's right calf that caused him to miss 12 games. Ilgauskas with the foul. He doesn't agree with the call. O'Neal will go to the line for 2. That's his O'Neal. Nice fake, and he draws the foul on Jop. Confidence.
22 years old. Just had his birthday last Friday. Had his best game of the season last night at Detroit.
Medvedenko with the nice touch. Crazy about their Cavs, who've won 7 of 9. But a good test tonight against the Lakers. After 1 at Gund Arena, the Lakers with a 2-point advantage.
What about Mike Bibby and Antoine Walker? The coaches talk all the time about winning, and then they vote for 2 guys whose teams aren't even in the playoffs at this point.
James misses with his foul.
So he's not just rotating at the trunk alone.
By the way, that foul was on Jop, his second, so he's got to be careful. And O'Neal takes him right to the basket. Jop and Ilgauskas. Evan George guarding him. George, who has not been shooting the ball well. James fires away. He's shooting well from the outside, but the biggest difference, you talk to anybody who's watched him recently, is how strong. I hope you're being sarcastic. Boozer and a foul. Carlos Boozer with a good, strong move.
Million people. Shaq just overpowering inside. Can be so effective.
Jop plays him well that time. Good help defense from Boozer.
Pass.
But O'Neal with the nice assist. And Grant.
A healthy Shaq, they can win the championship this year or any year.
O'Neal, nice, beautiful, smooth turnaround. And O'Neal now, and of course for a long time, was one of the top front court defenders. 3 on the shot clock. O'Neal. Well, the shot clock was just wildly spinning up there.
Get somebody a good shot.
James! Oh, what a pass from McInnes. And a beautiful finish for LeBron James.
Who mimics Shaquille O'Neal coming back up the court. And that's probably not a good idea. So that'll just make Shaq mad. And if you're the Lakers, come right to him now and let him go to work.
Payton trying to go to work on James.
Gary a solid half of basketball, 7-11 shooting for you personally. Shaq obviously makes your job easier. How much does he impact what happens with you?
Well, when he's in there, it makes it a lot easier. They got a double team. He can kick it out to us because they're scrambling a lot and we can get wide open shots.
LeBron James has proved himself a capable offensive player all season long. You've had the guard tonight. Anything you'll do differently in the second half?
No, we're making him take tough shots, man. He's hitting a lot of shots. You know, he's a good, phenomenal young kid. You know, we just got to keep him doing what he's doing. We're making him take tough shots, and hopefully he'll miss a lot.
Thanks, Gary. Good luck in the second half. Mike?
25 percentage points in field goal percentage. And with Shaquille O'Neal putting on quite the show. Moving without the ball, the flash, the quickness. LeBron James tried to answer himself. Took 15 shots, which is very good, but some of those shots were very difficult against inspired Laker defense. The dancing performances, after Shaq threw one down, LeBron came back, tried to mimic him. Shaq with a 70% shooting there, 5 rebounds. LeBron, normally an outstanding rebounder, only getting 1 as Shaq.
Good defense from Eric Williams, but he took his eye off Payton for a second. Payton made him pay.
How about some screens for LeBron James?
Eric Williams has come out.
And the Cavaliers are running Los Angeles out of the gym right now.
A 10-point turnaround in the first 3 minutes of the third. 12-2 run. O'Neal fouled. Midway point of the third quarter. Payton gets inside and draws the foul on the pass.
Cleveland front line right now. Eric Williams set the tone early. Right now, Boozer and Ilgauskas are taking it right to Shaq.
Shaq trying to take it right back. McInnes with the foul. They call it before the shot. Cavs by 5. Great play. James. That should have been a turnover. Instead, it's a chance for a 3-point play.
A horrendous pass from up top by Sagana Job. But the remarkable athleticism. This ball, you got to get Carlos Boozer back in there, too. Where's Eric Williams, who is so strong?
O'Neal, foul. And he'll go to the line where he's just 4 of 11.
Unless you're Shaquille O'Neal.
O'Neal this time spinning and a foul.
Setting a pace that no one could match. Who wanted to play against him? A lot of these points came early. And then LeBron James put on an aerial display, inspiring this crowd to come alive. But with the Laker defense shutting down Cleveland and riding the brilliant contributions of Gary Payton, LeBron James
done in the fourth quarter. Fox on the pull-up, goes off glass, and it's back to a 3-point game. Cavs have answered every mini run that they've thrown at him. O'Neal backing in, and 1. And a chance to tie the game as Ilgauskas picks up his 5th, and O'Neal now with 30 points.
How are you going to guard this? The battering ram.
Minute and a half remaining. Right back to O'Neal.
Give it back to him.
That's a 3. Payton knocks it down, and the Lakers have their first lead of the fourth quarter. That's Payton's first bucket here in the fourth. LeBron James, this time he's squared. And he puts the Cavaliers back up by 1.
That was the same play we saw in the opening tease of this game. Saw him get in the air and deliver.
A minute to go in a 1-point game. Chance of defense here at Gunn. Payton blocked by Ilgauskas, but a foul. And he's just fouled out of the game. Crowd is upset, but his momentum clearly O'Neal fouled on the entry pass. Doesn't matter, he'll still shoot 2. Get it in his hands. Crowd on its feet.
Too late. Too late.
James for the win. Overtime.
That's a lot of wasted seconds.
Yes, it was. They got a second shot opportunity. I couldn't tell if Boozer actually tipped it out. Let's take a look at the final seconds.
With Boozer coming up to set the screen, Payton faces him away.
You got to think you're going to go to O'Neal every time, especially with the matchups. But George takes the shot. And George, who has not been shooting well, able to knock Payton. Tough shot. Off balance, knocks it down. And the Lakers go up by 6. What a play from Payton. And Gary Payton.
Cavaliers still developing here.
James for 3. Big bucket for LeBron James. And that pulls the Cavs back. Payton will try a 3. And O'Neal, the offensive rebound.
Bring it back out and run some clock here if you're the Lakers.
O'Neal fouled by Newbold as he went across. And again, the way O'Neal has been shooting free throws, that's not a bad play. O'Neal against Boozer. Boozer just so small guarding him. And O'Neal gets the roll. Just like that, the Lakers back up by 6 with 1:20 remaining. 37 points for Shaquille O'Neal. Moments down the stretch. James has 26, but Payton made him take some tough shots as James hits a 3. That makes it a 4-point game.
LeBron has to take.
It's another one. And it's a 3-point game. And McGinnis fouls Carter, so now the rookie's going to have to hit some free. He's got to just feel great about getting his shot in the NBA.
And great job by Horace Grant, double teaming LeBron, forcing him to give it up.
Eric Williams misfires, and there's the buzzer. And the Cavaliers lose a tough one before a sellout crowd. Their 3-game home winning streak comes to an end as the Lakers get a very impressive road win for them.